Hi, good afternoon, everybody. I just wanted to do a quick drop in and talk about something I saw on the news today, and it's in regards to a 23-year-old Air Force airman who was unalived by Florida deputies who were at the wrong apartment. But before I read the article, all things on this channel is alleged, and in my opinion, and used for commentary and entertainment. Even though this is not entertainment, but I'm just making you aware of something that has happened. And with that being said, Mr. Roger Fortson was, again, 23 years old, and he was staying in Okaloosa County, Florida. Right now, Ben Crump is representing a family. According to the sheriff's office, they were responding to a disturbance and encountered an armed man, which led to the young soldier's unaliving. Now, unfortunately for the sheriff's office, but it's good for the family, the young man was on a FaceTime call with a young woman who has not been identified or is not being identified. And from what she states, it totally contradicts what the sheriff's office is saying. Now, the young woman states that Mr. Fortson was alone in his apartment and he heard a knock at his door. And he, I assume, inquired as to who was at his door, as would anybody. If somebody's knocking at your door, you want to know who it is. But me, I'm one of those people that look through the camera, and if it ain't nobody I want to be bothered with, I'm not answering anyway. But in this instance, he inquired as to who it was. He received no answer. And when he looked through the peephole, he didn't see anybody. So he didn't answer the door. I feel like if you're at someone's apartment or house or whatever the case may be, and you're knocking on a door and they ask you who's at the door, I think it's common courtesy to let people know who you are, or get in line of view of the people if you see that they have one. I don't feel like it's right for law enforcement to think that they're above the law where they shouldn't have to identify themselves. I don't see what the harm is saying, oh, this is so-and-so from the sheriff's office, this police department, whatever the case may be. What's the harm in it? But they didn't do that. However, there was another knock at the door. This time it was more aggressive. And, I guess it's one of those times when, police go beating on your door. And you never know. Crime may be bad there. Who knows? So the young man went, I'm assuming, to wherever he has his firearm stored at, and he got a firearm that, from what I've read, was legally owned. And he was coming back to his living room. Unfortunately, by the time he was coming back to his living room, the sheriff's office had kicked in his door and, had forcibly entered the apartment. So as he was returning to the living room, they were coming in the door and they saw the gun. And of course, no questions were asked based off of what I've seen and what I've read. And they opened fire. And when they opened fire, the young gentleman got hit 6 times, which I feel like, again, that law enforcement should acknowledge who they are, let people know, hey, this is police, this is whomever, I just need to speak to you and get it over with. Now, the young lady states that they entered the wrong apartment, which the Okaloosa Sheriff's Department has not responded to. But an investigation has been initiated. Also, the state attorney's office is conducting an independent investigation of that. And I would like to offer my condolences to the family and everyone that knew the young man. And I thank him for his services. I pray that your family gets the answers and the justice that they need, and is being upheld, and everybody is held accountable for their actions. I do feel that the police department, sheriff's office, that this has been happening a lot lately. And I feel that there needs to be more things in place to stop people from doing this, because it seems like when they get a badge, they feel like they can do whatever to whomever. And I don't feel like it's fair, because you have so many people nowadays where they are entering wrong apartments, wrong houses, and killing the person in there. And then it's, oh, I was at the wrong place. Instead of finding out if you're at the right place, or acknowledging who you are so that it can be determined whether or not you're at the right place. And it's just so sad. It's sad. And I pray for everybody involved, and I really need for this to stop happening in this world, because it's just so much that's going on in the world today, and I pray that it gets better. But that's all I wanted to say. Let me know your thoughts. You all have a blessed day. Bye.